Day 5. The Diddy trial just detonated. Forget the he said, she said. Today, the courtroom unearthed tangible secrets and a chilling eyewitness account that cuts straight to the bone. We're talking about what investigators found lurking inside a celebrity's opulent hotel room, evidence that could twist the entire narrative. And then, a voice from the past, a member of Diddy's own creation, Danity Kane, stepping forward with a first-hand story of alleged violence that will leave you reeling. Buckle up, because what unfolded today could be the smoking gun this trial has been waiting for. Imagine the sterile intensity as a special agent meticulously documented the contents of Sean Diddy Combs' New York hotel room after his arrest. Forget the glitz and glamour you associate with celebrity life. These photos reveal a different story. Ziploc bags filled with baby oil and lubricant, not just one or two, but strategically placed in closets and bathrooms. What was the significance of these findings? What dark implications might they hold within the context of the accusations swirling around this case? Then a seemingly innocuous mood-lighting device found in the living room. Could even the ambience of this luxury suite hold a clue? What picture are these seemingly mundane objects beginning to paint for the jury? But the discoveries took a far more unsettling turn with the unearthing of a prescription bottle labeled Frank Black, clonazepam, an anti-anxiety medication, tucked away in a Louis Vuitton bag. Who is Frank Black? Why was this medication present? And what does it suggest about the environment within this high-profile figure's private space? The most jaw-dropping revelations, however, came in the form of two small bags containing pink powder concealed within another medication bottle, the confirmation that one bag contained ketamine and the other a cocktail of MDMA and ketamine sent a shockwave through the courtroom. These are substances directly linked to the very allegations at the heart of this trial. How will the defense possibly explain this evidence? What lengths will they go to in order to mitigate its impact on the jury? Adding to the intrigue was the discovery of $9,000 in cold, hard cash stuffed into a fanny pack hanging off the bed. In an age of digital transactions, why such a significant sum of untraceable money? What questions does this raise about the activities allegedly taking place within those hotel walls? But the day's testimony took an even more dramatic turn with the arrival of Dawn Richard, a former member of Danity Kane, a musical group. Handpicked and molded by Sean Combs himself, Richard stepped onto the stand and delivered a chilling eyewitness account. She claimed to have seen Sean Combs, whom she identified as Puff, physically attacking Cassie Ventura in 2009. He came downstairs screaming, belligerent, asking where his food was, and proceeded to hit her over the head, kicked her, and beat her to the ground in front of us. She testified. This wasn't hearsay. This was a direct personal account of alleged violence from someone within Combs' own inner circle. What does this testimony from someone who once owed her career to Combs signify for the jury's perception of the accuser and the accused? What secrets did the tightly controlled world of making the band potentially conceal? Richard further stated that she witnessed Combs dragging Ventura upstairs by her hair, his arm around her neck, followed by the sounds of glass breaking and yelling. But perhaps the most unsettling part of her testimony was her admission of fear. Fear that prevented her from intervening or calling the police. What does this reveal about the alleged power dynamics and the climate within Combs' immediate environment? As Day 5 drew to a close, the jury was dismissed, leaving behind a courtroom buzzing with the weight of the day's revelations. The prosecution's presentation of tangible evidence and a direct eyewitness account has undeniably shifted the landscape of this trial. So as we grapple with the bombshells dropped today, the crucial questions are, can the prosecution definitively link the drugs and paraphernalia found in the hotel room to the alleged sex trafficking and racketeering charges? How credible will Dawn Richard's testimony be in the eyes of the jury, given her past association with Combs? What other secrets might emerge as Ventura's mother and former best friend take the stand next week? And ultimately, has Day 5 delivered the undeniable proof that could finally tip the scales of justice in this explosive case? The answers are likely to shock you, and they're unfolding right here on C-Trends. Stay tuned. Day 5 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial unfolded with a focus on tangible evidence and a voice from the past, offering a starkly different perspective on the events at the heart of this case. The jury was presented with a series of images, offering a rare glimpse inside Sean Combs' New York hotel room following his 2024 arrest. These weren't just snapshots of a celebrity's temporary abode. They were pieces of a potential puzzle the prosecution is meticulously assembling. Special Agent Yasin Binda, the investigator who spearheaded the search, guided the jury through the photographic evidence. The initial focus was on the discovery of multiple Ziploc bags filled with Johnson's baby oil and lubricant, found tucked away in an entryway closet. Further bottles of these same items were located in the bathroom and other areas of the expansive Park Hyatt suite. The sheer quantity and strategic placement of these items immediately raised questions. What significance do they hold within the context of the allegations against Combs? Are they merely innocuous personal items, or could they be interpreted as something more sinister, aligning with the accusations of sexual misconduct and exploitation? The prosecution meticulously presented photos of these collected oils, allowing the jury to visually absorb this unusual detail. Adding another layer of intrigue was the photograph of a lighting device found in the living room. Described by Agent Binda as potentially mood lighting, this seemingly innocuous item takes on a different hue when considered alongside the more suggestive findings. Could the ambience of the environment play a role in the broader narrative being presented? The discoveries within the bedroom were even more compelling. A bottle of medication bearing the name Frank Black was found inside a Louis Vuitton bag on a nightstand. The medication itself was identified as clonazepam, an anti-anxiety drug. The presence of medication under a different name immediately sparks curiosity. Who is Frank Black? Why was Combs allegedly using a different name for his prescription? Could this be indicative of an attempt to conceal something? However, the most significant discoveries in the bedroom were two small bags containing pink powder found inside another medication bottle on the same nightstand. The courtroom heard a stipulation, an agreement between the prosecution and defense on factual matters, confirming the contents of these bags. One tested positive for ketamine, a powerful anesthetic sometimes used as a date rape drug. The other contained a mixture of MDMA, ecstasy, and ketamine. The presence of these controlled substances in Combs' hotel room, particularly in light of the accusations against him, is a potentially damning piece of evidence for the prosecution. How will the defense explain their presence? Will they challenge the chain of custody or offer an alternative explanation for their existence? Adding another layer of complexity was the testimony regarding a black fanny pack found hanging off the bed containing $9,000 in cash. In an era dominated by digital transactions, the presence of such a significant amount of untraceable currency raises eyebrows. What purpose did this cash serve? Could it be linked to any of the alleged illicit activities? Agent Binda, at the prosecutor's request, even physically displayed the cash to the jury, allowing them to see the tangible sum. Following Agent Binda's direct testimony, the defense, led by attorney Tenny Garagos, began their cross-examination. Their aim, undoubtedly, was to challenge the agent's findings, question the interpretation of the evidence, and potentially suggest alternative explanations for the items found in the hotel room. This back and forth between the prosecution and defense over the physical evidence is a crucial aspect of the trial, as the jury weighs the credibility of the findings and their connection to the charges. The day then took a dramatic turn as the prosecution called their next witness, Dawn Richard. For those unfamiliar, Richard rose to fame as a member of Danity Kane, a musical group meticulously assembled by Sean Combs himself on the MTV reality series Making the Band. Her presence in the courtroom and her willingness to testify against her former mentor added a significant layer of intrigue and potential emotional weight to the proceedings. Richard, identifying Combs in court by his well-known nickname Puff, proceeded to recount a disturbing incident she claimed to have witnessed in 2009 involving Combs and Cassie Ventura. Her testimony was direct and impactful. He came downstairs screaming, belligerent, asking where his food was, and proceeded to hit her over the head, kicked her, and beat her to the ground in front of us. This first-hand account of alleged physical violence, delivered by someone who was once part of Combs's inner circle, carries significant potential to sway the jury. It offers a corroborating voice to Ventura's own allegations and paints a picture of a volatile and abusive environment. Richard further testified about the aftermath of this alleged altercation, stating that she saw Combs drag Ventura upstairs by her hair, his arm around her neck. She recounted, hearing glass breaking and yelling from the floor above. But perhaps just as telling as what she witnessed was what she admitted she didn't do. Richard stated that she did not intervene or call the police because she was afraid. This admission speaks volumes about the alleged power dynamics at play within Combs's sphere of influence and the potential climate of fear that may have existed for those around him. Her fear, she explained, stemmed from concerns about the potential repercussions for herself. As Dawn Richards' powerful testimony concluded for the day, the jury was dismissed. However, the legal teams remained behind, engaged in what was described as a sidebar discussion over a defense objection to Richards' description of alleged threats made by Combs. This post-jury deliberation hints at the intense legal battles being fought over every piece of testimony and evidence presented. Looking ahead, prosecutor Maureen Comey announced that Carrie Morgan, Cassie Ventura's former best friend, would be the next witness to take the stand, followed by Ventura's mother. This indicates the prosecution's continued strategy of presenting a multifaceted narrative, drawing on the experiences and observations of those closest to Ventura. Adding broader context to the proceedings, CNN legal analyst and former prosecutor Lonnie Coombs offered her perspective, stating that this trial will be a litmus test for the Nutsock Me Too movement, reflecting society's current attitudes towards accountability for sexual abuse. Her comments underscore the significance of this case beyond the realm of celebrity news, highlighting its potential to influence public discourse on these critical issues. Finally, Judge Aaron Subramanian addressed a point of contention regarding the prosecution's witness lineup for the upcoming week. He sided with the prosecution's concerns about potential witness tampering or obstruction, denying the defense's request for a full dust of the witness order. This decision underscores the high stakes of the trial and the court's efforts to ensure the integrity of the proceedings. Day 5 of the Diddy trial delivered a potent combination of physical evidence and compelling eyewitness testimony. The discoveries in Combs' hotel room, particularly the presence of ketamine and MDMA, coupled with Dawn Richards' first-hand account of alleged violence, present a significant challenge for the defense. As the trial moves forward with testimony from Ventura's inner circle, the narrative surrounding Sean Combs continues to intensify. The jury now faces the complex task of weighing this evidence and testimony as they seek to determine the truth behind the allegations. At C-Trends, we are dedicated to providing you with comprehensive and insightful coverage of significant celebrity news, especially when it intersects with serious legal proceedings like the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Day 5 offered a stark reminder that behind the glamorous facade of celebrity, complex and potentially dark realities can exist. Our commitment is to go beyond sensationalism, offering you the context and analysis needed to understand the legal strategies, the human stories, and the broader societal implications of these high-profile cases. We aim to be your trusted source for navigating the often turbulent world of celebrity news with clarity and depth. What are your immediate reactions to the evidence presented from Sean Combs' hotel room? How significant do you believe Dawn Richards' eyewitness testimony will be for the jury's deliberations? What questions are you left with after the revelations of Day 5? Share your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. Your insights contribute to the vibrant C-Trends community. If you appreciate our in-depth and objective coverage of the Sean Diddy Combs trial and other significant celebrity news, please take a moment to subscribe to C-Trends and enable notifications. By joining our community, you'll stay informed about the latest developments and gain a deeper understanding of the stories shaping the entertainment world. Your support allows us to continue delivering the quality analysis you value. To further explore the complexities of the Sean Diddy Combs trial and related topics, we recommend watching the following videos on the C-Trends channel. Day 5 of Diddy trial. Cassie's testimony ends. The defense's last questions and the looming verdict. Or Cassie's testimony ends today? What secrets will be revealed? Thank you for staying informed with C-Trends. We will continue to follow every development in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, providing you with the insightful analysis you've come to expect. Stay tuned for more updates as this compelling case unfolds.